It's AB Alex Brosen from the Seventh Man Up podcast. Gonna do something a little different here. I'm gonna be reacting to my most unhinged moments from season 1. So let's get right into it. Talking about Kevin Durant, some exciting news for him. He finally reached 30,000 points for his NBA career. It is just a pure scorer, probably the purest scorer I have ever seen. True. I remember his rookie year when he couldn't even bench 185. Dude was scrawny as heck and still is. KD must have a high metabolism to be a professional hooper and a professional stoner. Dude eats a lot. Talk about the munchies. You know how some just have a look to them like they're high all the time? That's KD. He'd probably be around Wiz Khalifa like 24/7, 420. All right. Now with that Kevin Durant joke, it just came to me in the moment because I remember a clip earlier that I saw of Wiz Khalifa and he was like, oh yeah, KD. And then I was like, he looks the part. I'll run with it. Moving on, Carmelo Anthony and Dwight Howard are both finalists for the Basketball Hall of Fame this year. Carmelo Anthony came out in 2003, part of that famous draft that included LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and the infamous Darko Milicic. Don't get me started on him. Darko Milicic. What a name. And then Dwight Howard, well, he's come out multiple times. Starting off is Kevin. Oh my gosh. I feel like I don't even have to explain that joke. Just there's been jokes about how Dwight Howard may swing the other way. I doubt it though. I love Dwight Howard though. All love Dwight, all love. Durant. Kevin Durant is wanting out. He's wanting a trade in the offseason. No way I think KD likes being traded to different teams. It's a ploy to find the best weed. Couldn't find it in OKC. Maybe the weed wasn't the best in Oakland. Maybe he couldn't handle the New York weed. So he thought Phoenix might have some of the good. Know what? He probably wishes Humboldt and Cali had an NBA team. If that was so. Now with that Humboldt joke, if you're not from California, Humboldt County up north is basically known for like weed and marijuana and all, like just stoner city basically. Kevin Durant would request a trade immediately. You want to know what Kristaps Porzingis looks like? He looks like a malnourished man-child. Dude still needs to beef up. And then, oh man, yeah, Kristaps Porzingis, man. He's been in the league for a minute. And the guy is still skinny. Like, yeah, I get his height and all those guys, it takes time for them to bulk up. For example, look at Karl Anthony Towns. He's big and tall. He came in, he was scrawny, but the guy's beefed up pretty good. One of my favorite names, you'd only know this name if you were a Laker fan, but Robert Ball Sacre.
I remember Rob Sacre. He had that ball. He was, you know, if you were to take it clean, if you were to take it on home, you'd be pulling off a Sacre look right now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amen. Yeah, I think I would. But people say I look a lot like Alex Caruso when I go bald. But another golden joke I had to put in there.
He was straight bald, but he probably was down in LA. He was getting that thing waxed.
So, a little nair on the top.
He was getting it waxed.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I bet. Manny with the nair joke right there. My gosh, that's a good one.
He's a great player, but you got some stuff about KD that I think you got a couple of quotes about KD actually that you were going to go off of here. KD is in his own world at times that he's handed the stat sheet. He uses it for rolling once.
My goodness,
his words, not mine.
Yeah, these are my words. I was just
crazy about KD.
I was just at work and these things just started to flow, and I was like, I gotta take. Yeah, KD rolling blunts with the stat sheet, like literally how it was. I explained it here, but I was just at work, had nothing going on, bored, and that joke just popped into my head, and then boom, I texted it right to my guy right there. Text these to my guy.
And then, okay, the final one. Hey, why don't you read that right there? Read that final text. But
KD wishes he would have played with Quincy Doobie assists all day, passing it around. This is the greatest quote ever.
Speaking of the Nuggets GM, Calvin Booth, I've always noticed he looks like the black version of Earl, the dumb, lazy worker from That 70s Show that gets chewed out by Red. More news. First off, why am I so serious in that clip? I'm telling a joke, well, kind of a joke, just saying that someone looks like someone else. But yeah, Calvin Booth, he does kind of look like the guy from That 70s Show that I was talking about. On Kevin Durant, he's officially played his last game for the Suns. And for you, KD, here's my plea for you to come to Sacramento. Like, bro, we're called the city of trees and you like to smoke trees. It's a perfect match. I don't smoke though, but if you come to Sac, I'll gladly rep that number 35. That was another golden KD weed joke. Sacramento used to be called the city of trees. And I was like, hey, this is perfect to put into the pod. And so I did, but it's too late. KD to the Rockets now. I feel both have brought flavor to the hoop culture. Except for R. Kelly and P. Diddy. No one wants them part of the culture when all it be is just piss and weird sex. And a little True. A bit about Costa Kufis is that way back in the day when my family had season tickets, we would go to every single game. And this is like when the Kings were like really bad. Like nobody would go to the games. The Kings back then with this story, they were like bad. This is when they were averaging maybe like 23 wins a season. If you were like a real loyal fan, you would go to the games. And we were sitting close. And so I waited for the game to get super quiet. And I just get up and I yell, Costa Kufis, more like doofus. I waited for the perfect time and you can tell he heard me. And then there were these two dudes in front of me. One of them stood up and yelled, yeah, what that guy said. Oh my gosh. Now this is one of my favorite ones. Yeah, I love that story because, yeah, like I said, very little people would show up to the games, like in a big arena like that. And so if you yelled something to the players, they would hear you if you were close enough. From the Philadelphia 76ers. Yeah, this is when I was naming off random players from every team. Now, I only remember this name because growing up, I had a friend with that last name. So if you hear this, what's up, Julia? All right. That was my reaction to the most unhinged moments from season 1. Back at it with season 2. So as always, remember, stay up with them threes up. Love, joy, and peace. See ya.